Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Governor Sanwo-Olu commissioned 7 roads in Badagry. Governor Sanwo-Olu attends graduation of 5,309 students from skills acquisition centers, and Lagos State Government solidifies commitment to HIV resilience. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has handed over another 7 roads in the Badagry area of the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was speaking at the inauguration ceremony, says more rural roads will be constructed across the state. Here's how it went.
The ancient city of Badagry is the latest division for the commissioning of the 3 network of roads delivered by the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The road networks include Aradagun, Musafejo, Ilado, Imeke, Samuel-Ekundayo, Toga and Hospital roads cutting across Badagry local government and Olorunda local council development areas to improve road connectivity within the area.
Transformation of this area highlights the government's ongoing commitment to sustainable infrastructure development and efficient intra-community connectivity across the state. The scope of work for these projects include, but are not limited to, site clearance, relocation of services, construction of culverts and drains, laying of crushed stone bays, asphaltic concrete surfacing, 80 mm 45 MPa interlocking pavement finish, provision of solar-powered street lights, traffic signal lights, service ducts, pedestrian walkways and signages, lane marking and curb painting. These infrastructure upgrades are targeted at ensuring easier movement of goods and people, enhancing community resilience to flooding and ensuring improved living standards for residents of Badagry and adjoining areas. They also align with Pillar T of the Themes Plus agenda, focusing on traffic management and transportation. Furthermore, I am pleased to inform you that construction works are ongoing at the Okwa 4 Road, which includes the construction of 2 strategic bridges. This vital project is designed to further open up the corridor, improve traffic flow, and serve as a critical link between communities. It further demonstrates Mr. Governor's commitment to extending infrastructure development to every part of Lagos State, including border communities like Badagry.
Community representatives commend the state government for developing Badagry and also seek assistance in other areas.
The completion of these roads is yet another testament to your commitment to infrastructure development across all parts of Lagos State, including the ancient and strategic town of Badagry. Mr. Governor, sir, we do not take this intervention for granted. We thank you sincerely. You have not only fulfilled promises, but you have also reaffirmed that every part of Lagos matters under your administration. However, like Oliver Twist, we shall continue to ask for more. Badagry West, they are requesting for expediting the full completion of the ongoing electrification of Badagry West. Construction of road leading from Baji to Owode Apa.
This Aradagun-Iworo Link Road is a testimony to your passion for infrastructure renewal and your responsiveness to the plights of residents in underserved areas. For decades, this road remained a challenge, hampering mobility, trade and access to essential services. Today, with your intervention, I want to tell you that the narrative has changed and history is being made in this very moment. Your Excellency, sir, permit me to use this occasion to humbly appeal for further support in infrastructural empowerment. We earnestly seek the state government's backing in constructing the Aradagun-Mowo Link Road, which is a very vital artery that connects multiple communities and holds immense potential for commerce and mobility. As Oliver Twist, it will gladden our hearts if you could graciously assist us in rural electrification of our community. Many of our rural communities are still without electrification, A comprehensive rural electrification intervention will drastically improve the living standards, education, and small-scale enterprises within all our communities.
State and lawmakers call for the revival of Badagry tourism to boost the state economy.
Ọ̀gá gbogbo àwọn kábíyèsí tó wà ń báyìí, they are interested in tourism. They are interested in tourism. Wọ́n ti rán mi sí yín pé àwọn fẹ́ ṣe Badagry Day, where they want to bring all their citizens together to celebrate. But, sir, in the time past, we always do Badagry Heritage. That festival máa ń mú àwọn èèyàn wọlé, ẹ bá wa wò ó sí, ẹ bá wa ṣe. Then finally, lórí àwọn tourism destination wa, ẹ má bínú, lórí tourism destination, èyí tí Honourable Abike Badagry bá wa ṣe, that is door of return. Mr. Governor, when we are going now, you go there and you see what is going on. Point of return need attention, which we believe that you surely do it for us.
You have been the most efficient governor that we know in Nigeria today, because you have touched virtually everywhere, and we appreciate you. But I must mention some particular roads that have been on for years. One of them is Yafin Road. Yafin Road was awarded over 9 years ago, and today it's still ongoing. It has been abandoned actually, so we need that road, sir. Also, Ajara Erikiti Ikoga Road is also very, very key to us. Please give us attention in that area. And Mowo Ikoga Road has been mentioned. Morogbo Township Road. Morogbo is a very key area in our area. It needs attention. Also, Okiagbe in Olorunda. We appreciate you, Mr. Governor. Thank you very much.
Governor Sanwo-Olu says 37 roads have been handed over to the people in the last 6 months, and more rural roads will be constructed.
We started all of this commissioning in the beginning of the year, in fact, around December last year. And to date, I think we have commissioned almost 37 different projects in different parts of the country, of the states. 37 different projects that were commissioned. Today, as I'm being told, there are 7 roads in total today that we're handing over to our people in Badagry division. And so you can see that no part of Lagos has been left undone. We have gone to Koshofe, we have been to Ifako-Jaye, we have been to Etiosa, we have been to Alimosho, we have been to Ikeja, we have been to Amuwo-Odofin, we have been to Agege, we have gone to Alimosho, we have gone to Lagos Island. Now we're in Badagry. After Badagry, in the next couple of days and weeks, we'll be going back to Ikorodu, where I want to confirm that the construction of Igberigbe, Ewuele to Bodu Junction to Igberigbe town, which is an important critical road for Ikorodu people, has also been completed. It's just for us to clean it up. The construction of the Okwebi Link Bridge and approaches, which we all see, is almost 95% completed, which is at the Ojota, Koshofe, and Ikeja. It will be a major, major opening of Lagos. The ongoing Lekki-Epe Express Road also have advanced, a very, very large completion. And so you can see that we're not leaving any part of the states to chance. And so we have taken all of your comments, and we're here to say to you that we will take all of the new roads that you have asked us to do. We'll take it into consideration. We want to assure you, as we usually do, that compensation usually are being paid to all of the roads that if anywhere that we've demolished or we've obstructed. You know that we'll always pay, compensation. We'll continue to do that. You asked for electrification, that in some rural areas. I want to assure you and tell you that the Gbagi Apa Owode Seme electrification project is ongoing. It will be completed very, very, very soon.
The governor hands over certificate of ownership to the leadership of the communities, and the state government assures the people of more infrastructure development across the 5 divisions of the state.
From road infrastructure to empowerment initiative, this time the Lagos state government has graduated over 5,000 students from its skills acquisition centers across the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu urged the students to run their own race and assured them of supporting their businesses.
The Blue Roof Agedingbe Ikeja is full to capacity with the 2024 graduates of the Lagos State Skills Acquisition Centers under the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, joins the ceremony, and graduates are excited to see him. The State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation says over 34,000 students have graduated from the State Skills Acquisition Centers under the current administration, all empowered with different skills.
These individuals, through dedication, resilience, and hard work, have completed their trainings in various vocational and entrepreneurial skills, preparing them to become job creators and employers of labor. This figure is more than just a statistic. It represents 5,309 new opportunities for economic growth, community upliftment, and poverty alleviation across her state. It is a testament to the Lagos State government's unwavering commitment to inclusive development and the empowerment of every segment of our society, especially the men, the youth, and the vulnerable. Permit me to note that since the inception of this administration, we have proudly produced over 34,000 graduates from our skills acquisition centers. I thought you put your hands together for the governor of Lagos. These students have shown commendable discipline throughout their training in diverse fields. Let me also add that as part of our ministry's commitment to inclusive empowerment, people living with disabilities, parents of out-of-school children are considered and accommodated in these programs. Victims of sexual and gender-based violence are also included in every of our empowerment programs.
Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who also empowers citizens through the office of the First Lady, has a word of advice for the latest graduates.
Over the course of your training, you have acquired practical, life-changing skills that are the building blocks for entrepreneurship, self-reliance, and sustainable livelihood. This achievement is a proof that with the right tools, anyone can rise above limitations and become a positive force in their home, in their community, and the society at large. In council, we always remember one of our themes: learn, unlearn, and relearn. You have been taught some things already. There has been some things that you have known before. Some of these things you might need to debunk them. And learning is continuous. So even though you have been taught and trained by Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, you still need to continuously teach yourself, retrain yourself. We are happy that Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation has decided to teach you how to fish and not give you fish. Even though they'll be giving you startup kits, but they have not given you the fish. There are rules and regulations for all the things that you have done. You must set goals at all times. Every 5 years, where am I? How far is my business growing? To all our graduates, I say this: take pride in what you have accomplished. Step into the world with confidence, determination, and creativity. Use your skills to create value, generate income, and inspire others.
Former students of the State Skills Acquisition Centers share their experience as an entrepreneur and employer of labor.
Today I stand before you as a porter and an employer of labor. I have 2 people working in my pottery studio, all thanks to Lagos State Government and WAPA. Today I supply retail flower vase stores across Lagos and Ogun State, including interior decor outlets around Lagos and Ogun.
Thank God for WAPA that makes my dream come true. Now I'm a fashion designer. Look at the top of me. It's a product of this place. Whenever my customers see it, they will look at it and say, are you sure this is made? You are the one that made it. They say, yes, I'm the one. From there, they start patronizing me. Also, before I joined, I owned a beauty salon whereby I make hair for people. But while I'm doing the work, I'm not still satisfied. I feel like all my school in my SS3, will I just go like that? No. Whenever I said, oh God, what will I do at this moment? Then, whenever I hang any product I made, my customer that come to make hair, they will say, I love this. How come you are making hair and you are sewing clothes? I say, this is what I chose. Passion is my passion. And they say, no problem. From there, my customer that will come to make hair, they pick dress I have already made for shirts and everything.
Governor Sanwo-Olu urged the graduates to remain focused in their various fields of profession and empower others.
I want you to see this event not just as a merrymaking. It's a call to action for you. It's an opportunity for you to live here today to say to yourself that I want to become something in life. It is for you to look at where you are coming from. Like the lady that came out, that she left the same way you are 2 years ago. No money to send to university, no father, but she took it upon herself. She came for the course, she learned a trade. Now today she's an employer of labor. Now you can say that she indeed feeding herself and supporting her family. That is what you have in your hand. That is the opportunity that this has given to you. People can complain from here to eternity that government is bad, government is bad, government is bad. Now you have an opportunity to make and turn that around for your own and for your family. You have gone to learn these things for 6 months, for 12 months, for 18 months. How would you put it to waste? What else do you require? You've been given the skills. You've been given an opportunity to start your own life. There's no white-collar job anywhere. You are now an entrepreneur. And entrepreneurship that grows into business is one of the very, very known ways in which poverty alleviation has worked everywhere in the world. And that's what we're giving to you today. Nobody forced you to come and do the training in which you've done. You chose it by yourself. There were several others. But you chose to want to come and be somebody that has learned poetry, or somebody that has come to learn catering or fashion designing. You have gone through that process. Haven't identified the process, the purpose. You have gone through a process, meaning this your teachers and lecturers and instructors have taken time to take you through a process. Now you are going out to ensure that for you to compete and compete well, you must be able to design or you'll be able to bake something that you can sell.
A total of 5,309 students are the latest beneficiaries of the Lagos State Schools Acquisition Program spread across the 3 senatorial districts of the state to reduce unemployment and create more job opportunities for women and youths in the state.
And the Lagos State Deputy Governor, Badagry Hamzat, has asked health practitioners to embrace a future anchored on sustainable, inclusive and resilient HIV interventions in order to tackle the disease effectively. Please take a look.
Key stakeholders in the national and state HIV response ecosystem, including the Lagos State Deputy Governor, Badagry Hamzat, converge on Landmark Event Center, Victoria Island, Lagos, for the 7th National Council on AIDS to deliberate on policy reform that will provide better HIV response in the country. The Director General of the National Agency for the Control of AIDS, Dr. Temitope Ilori, shares some of the steps taken at the federal level in implementing prevention and support services for HIV and AIDS patients.
We believe that the resolutions of the Council will go a great length in strengthening the national response to HIV and, by extension, the health systems in Nigeria. The National Council on AIDS is a statutory body that is established by law to serve as the policy-making and coordinating platform for the national HIV response. The annual meeting is a testament to our commitment to a structured governance, accountability, and multi-sectoral collaboration at all levels. It is at these meetings that we harmonize our thoughts, that we integrate lessons learned and we assess progress made so far in order to forge resolutions that will intensify our approaches to the national response. Our ultimate goal is to ensure that no one is left behind in this journey and that we work towards an AIDS-free generation going forward.
In Lagos, the Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, confirms that the state government has taken a strategic move to lower the cost of care and secure medicine supply.
As a country and as a state, we need to now take more ownership of HIV. We need to be responsible for managing the profile of HIV/AIDS in our respective environments. That means we need to make the cost of managing HIV cheaper, more accessible, and in a more integrated fashion. We also know that HIV runs along with tuberculosis. So if we're not managing HIV properly, its cousin tuberculosis jumps on the bandwagon. And so there's always an issue around the syndemic of HIV and tuberculosis. And both of them are security threats to us in Lagos and to us in Nigeria. Now we're what are we doing in Lagos? We're very serious about domesticating the National Health Insurance Authority law that was passed in 2022 by the President Muhammadu Buhari, which states that we need to make sure that all Nigerians are carrying at least a social health insurance. Lagos has been very quick to domesticate this with an executive order in 2024, and we're in the process of developing the operational guidelines to be able to roll out the mandatory nature of at least social health insurance in Lagos, and at the same time, build in components of the management of HIV such that it moves away from a budgetary allocation to one of pooled funding from insurance health financing mechanisms. We also need to focus on manufacture. We need to make sure that we're manufacturing both the consumables that are necessary for diagnosing and managing HIV, but also the drugs. And so Lagos State is developing a very advanced strategy at the free trade zone in Lekki to attract the manufacture of all kinds of pharmaceuticals, but we're focusing on HIV amongst others to make sure that we have at least a domestic capacity and repository for manufacturing cheaper drugs in Lagos.
The chairman of the House Committee on HIV/AIDS also disclosed that $200 million has been approved for the fight against AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria.
The ban on the fight against HIV response in Nigeria and all African countries is the issue of funding. An estimated $8 billion is needed annually to sustain the fight against HIV/AIDS in our country. Therefore, we in the parliament will continue to advocate that the Nigerian government must take the lead in the fight against AIDS by increasing funding to the sector. And on our own part, we must commit to approving increased budgetary allocation to the sector and the provision of legislative interventions that promote comprehensive health care, support research, and ensure access to quality treatment and strengthen partnerships that are crucial to our collective success. The recent change in the global funding landscape as a result of the suspension of AIDS by the US government seems to have been a blessing in disguise. For me, I think it's a blessing. Because without this, even the little money we struggle to get, about $200 million, I don't think we would have gotten that. So we appreciate Trump for that shift.
And the Lagos State Deputy Governor urges delegates to embrace a future anchored on sustainable, inclusive, and resilient HIV interventions.
This year's theme, Advancing the National HIV Sustainability Agenda in the Changing Global Policy on AIDS, I'm sure we all agree could not have come at a more crucial moment. As global donor support gradually wanes, our collective responsibility has become even more pressing. We must take full ownership of our national HIV response and build a sustainable, resilient system that can outlast policy shift and funding cycles. So over the past 3 days, my understanding is that this council has proven itself a platform of substance and purpose. We have interrogated policies, reviewed technical memoranda, shared innovations, and recommitted ourselves to people-centered, evidence-based, and right-driven responses. I'm also told that the conversations have been very frank, solution-oriented, and focused on leaving no one behind. That is what is expected of this council. It is therefore important to emphasize that the National Council on AIDS, as empowered by NACA Act of 2006, should not just be another meeting. It is the highest coordinating platform for shaping the direction of HIV/AIDS policy and programs across our country. The resolution adopted during this council must therefore, I'm sure, reflect collective wisdom, experience, and aspiration of our nation in fighting this menace. But they must not remain on paper. They must find lines in our budget of various states, in our policies, our legislative actions, and above all, in the lives of our people.
The three-day conference is a wake-up call for stakeholders in the health sector to collectively ensure effective management and control of HIV in Lagos and Nigeria at large.
So that's the program for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Remember, obey all state laws, be the best you can, but most importantly, please live a healthy life. Till next time, it's bye for now.